Hey guys, Dr. Prometheus here, doing a review. Sorry if it's a little dark around me. And no, your screen is not red. It's me with a sunburn. So let's get into a review on Expeditions Rome. And by God, this game. I sometimes have issues getting through games like this. But not of any particular reason why of the game, like its game's content or anything like that. I kind of get distracted by other games, but with Expeditions Rome, I really felt like I was jumping into a world that I was really interested in, because I'm really interested in like history, Roman history, things like that. And so playing a game where you kind of are able to follow the footsteps, depending on your choices, of a guy like Julius Ceaser, and relive some of those like big moments with obviously the story itself. Some of the story elements are not historical for entertainment wise, to kind of drive home some of the things and make it more interesting. I really enjoyed this game. Now, I never played any of the other Expedition games before. I think it was what, Expeditions Conquistadors, and there was one that was like that was Norse related. I don't remember what it was particularly in the name, but I never played those ones. And so when it came with Expeditions Rome, I thought this would be my first foray into this series, and I do not regret it at all. Good story elements. They just came out with, if you can see on the screen, Death and Glory. So we're not going to be doing another playthrough soon, but there's more stuff coming, which would be really cool with that, and new classes. And I'm not sure what else is in the plans for this, but I would say if you like games that kind of resemble an XCOM-esque type of game with a story, things like that, or if you've ever actually played an Expeditions series game, I'd recommend this one. It was awesome, fantastic. The story had some twists and turns into it, and you could really tell by the end that you can really get in your playthrough, not really jaded, but you get bested in a way that can actually make you say and defy kind of some rules of ancient Rome. So if you don't know, during Roman times, when a campaign was done and soldiers returned to Rome, they disbanded their legions before crossing the Rubicon. The idea was Rome was the only people allowed to muster armies around Rome was at the authority of the Senate, and typically it was to fight an existential threat that was close to Rome, so like Hannibal, things like that. So that is kind of in there in this background, so it has a lot of historical stuff that Rome typically has or had back then, and plays key things like that into a storyline that is a little bit ahistorical, while also dropping into those key moments. Like one of the key moments of Caesar's military career was against the Gauls, and that one was particularly important with the, I think you pronounce it, the Siege of Annalisa. Like that's focused in there. Of course, the campaigns down in Egypt and North Africa, that sort of deal. And then I never really knew about a campaign out in Asia Minor, but I guess there was one where you got to start. So I really enjoyed this game. I will definitely probably hop into it when they like towards the end of the life cycle of the game, when there's some more stuff out there. They just added Death and Glory with that. So if you haven't played this, it's a good time to jump into it with this. I'm not sure how many storylines there are with it. We explored both a diplomatic and a peaceful, or a diplomatic, which was your peaceful one, and then the military solution. which is obviously breaking the rule of Rome at that point. But there were two solutions with that, and then a couple branching situations that you can kind of get to give yourself some flavor at the end. I really enjoyed this one. So I'm gonna cut this video here. Thank you all for joining me. My thoughts on Expeditions to Rome on our playthrough. It'll be all in a playlist for you guys. Everything that we did, including both endings, the diplomatic and the military ending. So I'm gonna end this here. Thanks for hanging out, and I will see you guys next time. Later.